YouTubers, James here. I join you from my usual location in my drafty old shed, somewhere in the wilds of Northamptonshire in the UK. Very mild and unseasonable situation with the weather here at the moment, as I'm sure a lot of people in the UK will be noticing. It doesn't feel very winter-like at all. So anyway, one of my very rare occasions that I've had time to actually sit down and make a little bit of a video for you. And just recap a little bit over the previous year. All sorts going on, very busy with work and everything really, all sorts of things. I've been without my beloved little Morris 8, which has been in for some serious engine work, and that's now been gone for about 6 months now for various delays and all sorts of different issues. But the car's essentially had a bit of a birthday and had all sorts of things done to give it a bit of a new lease of life. So I'm very much looking forward to a year of vintage motoring coming along, and hopefully I'll be bringing you along with me to have a bit of a look at some of that. I'm smoking this lovely craggy little number here, little nose warmer. It's a Mr. Brog Scoot, I think it's called. Quite a very reasonably priced little pipe, with a fairly reasonable sized bowl actually, and I'm enjoying some Dunhill Nightcap, which is very tasty. It's a tin that's been open for a little while. It's a little bit dry actually, but not bad at all. I've had a bit of Artisan's Blend actually, which I've been enjoying also, and this is something similar to the Nightcap, but just a little bit less. I don't know, just slightly different. I couldn't really decipher a huge difference. Just I think the Nightcap is a little stronger, but and possibly slightly more peppery, possibly the way I perceive it. But anyway, been enjoying that. So in terms of tobaccos, this year, not wildly exciting. I haven't been particularly adventurous. I've had quite a few Virginias during the summer months, which I tend to do. I've had some 4 Virginia Flake, some Gareth I believe, bit of Best Brown, that kind of thing, mainly flakes. But I found in the summer I pick up the sweetness there. I find it just suits my habit more, and a little bit of Squadron Leader now and again, things like that. As usual, my sort of general go-to St. Bruno, never without a bit of that, but I really enjoy it this time of year. I think it suits most time of year, but been enjoying that all the while. I've had a bit of Verrimore Flake, a bit of Bob's Chocolate Flake. I've been enjoying that. That tends to be I have had that during the sort of the summer months, but it tends to be, it is more of a wintry sort of tobacco for me generally, but nice bit of sweetness. I enjoy that quite a bit. So what else have I had? I had a great deal else, various other things. I tried something from Carey's, which was a basic Virginia Flake with a slight vanilla topping, which was fairly reasonable. That was quite nice. but generally speaking, I'm on like I said, St Bruno, and I'm on a bit of the Condor long cut. I enjoy that very much. Similar sort of vein to St Bruno, but not quite the same. There's subtle differences, and I personally find Condor long cut a little bit stronger. Yeah, so it's definitely tends to be more of a winter smoke for me as well. Again, another nice flake. In fact, actually, the Artisan's Blend and the Nightcap are two of the only sort of ready rubs. I tend to get St Bruno flake. I have had some ready rubs as well, but yeah, that just about rounds up things for this year tobacco wise. Not particularly exciting, but I like what I like, and I still get the enjoyment. I like to take the time, and I think it always you get more out of your pipe if you have a few minutes to just you know, take in the flavours and get the best from it. So I have got lots of new pipes to show you. That's something I'd like to do in the new year, when I've also got a new camera, hopefully. My camera's fairly basic, and I need to do a bit more sort of close-up work, and I hope to do that with a fancy new camera. Plus the fact also I have the ongoing issue, as I'm sure a lot of people do, my current camera doesn't have the flip down screen, so I can't actually see what I'm doing in the shot, which is slightly awkward if you're trying to sort of show things. So that should help improve things somewhat. So yes, can't quite believe we're coming to the end of 2015. It seems to be true that what people say about the older you get, the quicker the years go by, and that is undoubtedly true, I think, unfortunately. But yeah, I've had a fair amount of good times this year. Enjoyed a few vintage events here and there. I have now become officially a caravaner. We bought our first little caravan a few months back. Got a good deal on a nice vintage small caravan, really small, very basic, from about 1980. It's actually a French-made caravan, and this, I hope, will provide many adventures as we trundle around. Well, anywhere. Quite happy to go anywhere with it, really. That's the idea. So we're really looking forward to getting that all set up and seeing where it takes us. So we've done the camping thing. Still like a bit of camping now and again, but we've gone for something very basic, so it is still camping, but just with slightly more solid walls, I suppose. So we'll be looking forward to that. I was saying about pipes, wasn't I? Yes. Lots of new pipes, as I say. I will show when I get a better camera. So I'll show in a bit more detail, but I have all sorts of varying degrees of styles and shapes and materials. Some quite unusual, for me anyway. A couple of nice gifts, mainly things I've picked up from I don't know, fairs, flea markets, as is usually the case. Haven't had, apart from my this Mr. Brog, haven't had any new pipes other than this one this year. So I've withheld from the PAD fairly well this year. Had a fairly steady income of pipes, but I find now that when we're out and about, I tend to being more choosy about what I pick up in terms of you know, the kind of pipe it is, the quality of it. There was a time when I'd just more or less sort of home in on anything and buy any old thing, but I find myself limited with time for doing restorations, and so I prefer to get something that requires a little bit less work. Having said that, I am gradually getting myself equipped to do some more sort of detailing work and restoration. So I do have a grinder that I'd like to convert to a buffer. So I need to get the necessary conversion bits and bobs for that. So that's something else for next year, and no doubt I shall be showing you the results of my efforts. I have done a bit of basic work just with a power drill and a buffing disc, varying different degrees of coarseness. That's how I wax my pipes generally, but I just thought it was time to get something a little bit more substantial, and something I could put slightly bigger wheels on to get so that they should be a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, so that's pipes, tobacco, restorations. So as you can tell, I'm assuming that I'm going to be fairly busy again next year on the pipe front. But I'm still, as I say, still enjoying the pipes. I had a couple of cigars also this year that I've very much enjoyed. I had a Romeo and Giulietta wide Churchill, which I purchased in Prague, and enjoyed that very much. In fact, I bought another one to enjoy over the Christmas period. Although there are differing views on the favoured aromas between pipe and cigar, but generally no, I don't tend to worry too much. You know, it's not very often that I have a cigar, and so I shall look forward to that. So yes, I have officially 2 more days left at work until I finish for Christmas, which is brilliant. Really looking forward to the holiday. In fact, I'm taking the full Christmas period off between Wednesday, and I don't go back to work until the 4th of January, so plenty of time to just enjoy some relaxed times, and just recharge, and get down to a few jobs that I need to do. I've got a bit of stuff to do on my collection of bicycles. No doubt a few little bits of tinkering on the Morris. Enjoying a few pipes, obviously. So yes, looking forward to that very much. So looking forward, obviously, to the usual trappings of the season. Lots of nice food, and seeing various people, seeing the family, all that kind of thing. Oh, how could I forget? Very lucky to be proud owners of tickets for the South Bank Centre in London for New Year's Eve. So I shall be enjoying myself there. Lots of other people, seeing big firework displays over the Thames. New experience for me. I've never done anything like that before, so I hope I can cope with the amount of people that are going to be there. So I'm not normally one for huge celebrations at New Year, but we happen to be offered some tickets, so we're going along and see what we get up to. So again, hopefully I shall be back on here at some stage to tell you the tales of the evening. So there we are, just a little bit of a roundup. As I say, I don't get on here as frequently as I would like, but I have indeed been watching, as I always do, lots of videos from all you splendid YouTube pipe presenters. I would like very much to say, well thanks for that. I've really enjoyed watching them this year, and although I'm not a frequent contributor with my own videos, I do take a keen interest, even if I don't comment on the videos that I watch. I really do enjoy them, and so well done, and I look forward to seeing a lot more next year. Keep up the good work. In fact, I could quite happily give up my television license and just watch you know, the variety and the interest that is provided for me on YouTube. It's grown immeasurably since I started a number of years ago. So yeah, it's great. It's always changing. I always pick up new hints and tips, and it's a great resource that we have. So again, thanks everybody for that, and I think all what's left for me to say is to wish you a very Merry Christmas. I shall see you again soon, and just to keep the pipes puffing, keep the cameras rolling. So we'll see you again soon. Cheerio.